Hi everybody, Mikey from Usually Broken Cars. I'm here with AJ.
Hello.
We are doing a product review today for KINGBOLEN. So this is their K7, and firstly they have sent it to me free of charge, but they have asked for an honest review. They recently sent me their handheld dongle and we were really impressed with it. And we've done things a little bit differently with this one. What we've done is we've actually had it in the workshop for about a month now, and I'm going to let Aaron just explain what we've done, what we get in there. So this is the K7. It is a really impressive unit, and it is got, I think, 28 reset functions. It does OBD. The stuff that is built into this, they don't even advertise. I was well impressed. It's got a camera on the back so you can take pictures of the work you're doing as well. It's also got things like Square built into it, so if you're a one-man band you can actually do your invoicing through this as well, and it works like a Google tablet. So when you find a fault code you can actually hit search and it will Google search straight away for that fault code, and you can look at websites and stuff explaining that fault code. In the box we have got, it's nicely padded as well, to be fair. You get a nice big thick instruction manual.
Your dongle,
which obviously we're going to need to talk to the vehicle.
You've got your charging plug,
which comes with UK adapter, US adapter, and I think European adapter. Your different adapters.
Those adapters there.
Mate, really heavy duty. Really
nice
thick
heavy-duty charging cable.
So we will go into a bit more about what this does. Today we are going to do a bit of a head-to-head with the Autel that we use at work as well. But like I say, we have had this in the workshop for the past month and used it as a workshop would. It's not been, a couple of cars. We've had this on everything from Jags to Ferraris. This literally spoke to a Ferrari, decoded a Ferrari, did a full report on it, which was fab. That was a 2006 car as well, so we weren't expecting a lot. The two bad points that I've got of it. The battery life is good but not amazing. It lasts for about 2 to 3 days of use on charge, so on a charge. So if you're using it like we were, we had to charge it every sort of 2 to 3 days. Still, that's perfectly acceptable. And the other thing I've done is I've put a screen protector on it because it didn't come with one, and we did find the screen marks quite easily. But other than that, we've got no complaints, and you'll see. Yep, go for it. So Aaron's going to plug in with the dongle. It makes quite a nice little bleepy noise, and it also lights up so you know it's in. There's your bleep, and there's your light.
So we can go auto search, and then
I'm
what
going to
it
shut
does
this
is
door.
scans for the VIN.
There you go. Perfect. I'll turn my torch off because it's shining right on the screen. Excellent. So BP means it's found it, which is good. So top one.
You can do health report.
Yeah, which is really good function.
It is a good function, to be fair.
And it's quite a quick function as well. You can see how quickly that's motoring through all of the different ECUs that are on the vehicle. We can also see all the codes that are on the vehicle too. So you can see there's a lot. So if Aaron then hits report.
So if we go report.
It's good because it tells you pre-repair, it puts all the details in. You could then put your
shop details in, so your garage details can go in there. We haven't filled those in at the minute. And then it creates a PDF. You can see here is your professional report.
So when you actually do this bit here,
when you click PDF,
so what you can do is you can actually email that to yourself or to the client.
Print off for the customer, and it gives you each individual fault, each control unit, and then each individual fault with the fault number.
So we're now going to plug in with the Autel and see how that process goes, how quickly it does, and what sort of report that produces. What model of Autel is it, Adj? It says on the back.
906S.
906S, okay. And this is by no means, this is not to badmouth Autel. We have this for a reason, we've had this for years, but we're just interested in a direct comparison.
So plug in, we've got it attached because we use it in a workshop, we've got it attached to a USB extender to make it more obvious so we don't leave it in the vehicle. So this would be your start screen. I'm going to do it in the same process as I've done with the KINGBOLEN. So we're going to go search the VIN, so auto detect the VIN. And then you would go onto diagnosis, and then you go auto scan, which will give you the same sort of report that the KINGBOLEN's done. So you click report, it gives you a report of the
what's on the fault
codes what's in the fault code, so it's just that's just your list of all your control units, but it also gives you your list of fault codes. So these are your fault code numbers.
So you've got the same on the King, so you can see your codes there.
And again, you can produce a PDF with this.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm going to do now, as the Autel's plugged in, we'll start with that first. We're going to pick a unit, say the powertrain, so the engine control module.
Yep.
We'll go into that unit.
Yep.
And we'll compare the functions that the Autel's got to the functions that the KINGBOLEN's got.
Perfect.
And how they operate.
Yep, perfect.
So we'll start with powertrain. Maybe we'll do a couple of control units just to see.
What about throttle position?
Let's just try engine management warning lamp. Warning lamp on. Warning lamp off. So that one has worked. So it's turned the warning lamp off. And if I click on, it's turned the warning lamp on. So that actuator is working correctly.
If you're enjoying watching this video, there's a few things that you can do to help me out. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and hit the notifications icon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Now, back to the video.
Engine control.
Engine control module. So straight away on there we've got version information, read fault code, clear fault code, read data stream, so live data, and actuation test. 4. When you press plus or minus to change the current status of the value of the actuator. Okay, you must press start. Okay, so first of all, let's start off with the one that worked. So engine malfunction, warning lamp off, plus start. So the lights on, minus lights off.
Perfect. Okay.
So that works. Right, actuation test. Let's see what options we've got on this.
Hazard switch.
Hazard switch.
It's an easy one, isn't it?
So
plus
turn the hazard switch
start
on and press start. And there you go.
There you go. So you can see hazards flashing. So the actuation test has worked. Fuel filler door locking motor, because I'm right there.
Fuel flap. Okay, so on start.
Yep, perfect.
Works perfectly. Good enough.
Definitely works.
Horn works.
Scared the life out of me. Okay.
Oh yeah, I went for, that's that one. It was BCMB. Okay. Ooh.
Supercharger relay.
That's the only option.
That's for the same. Just have a look, see what you're in. Hang on, yeah. Body control module B, BCMB.
Yeah.
So just hold that up to the camera. That one.
This one.
Right, so I know, again, it's in the background if we click off a bit. Let me just, there you go, focus. So we are in BCMB. So body control module B, and that's the same one that we are in on this one now. So if AJ, if you
I'll just go back to that screen. So
BCMB.
9 volts.
We're just going to go back into the active test.
So inactive tests.
There is just one, which is mental.
There we go, engine speed reading. Yeah. So do you want to go back to the King?
Yeah, let's go back to the King. So we want to do
read data stream.
Yeah.
Interesting to see how it's laid out on this one compared to that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so on this one,
we'd not get in the preview.
No, but you can select all. Click OK. So you can pick the ones you want.
Oh, okay.
Or you can select all, and then you've got the same.
Yeah, yeah. So you've got near enough the same screen. So
this one is starting off with measured values, though. This one starts off with control on or off.
Yeah.
So this starts off with measured values.
So if you blip the throttle,
so
see the throttle position move straight away.
Yeah.
What else did we look at? We looked at...
So this also is in alphabetical order,
which is always nice.
Cylinder misfire. So engine coolant temp sensor. The good thing is as well that it gives you a display range.
Yep.
So it tells you
what range
where you should be looking at.
Yep.
So engine RPM, the standard range is 0 to 7,000, which is right because your rev counter goes around at 7,000.
Okay,
so
perfect.
Just a little comparison.
Yep.
You've got options there as well, so you can graph it. It's quite a good little graph, that, to be fair.
Yeah, it gives you quite...
It auto ranges.
Yeah.
So it knows it's going to be from between 0 to 7,000. This is going from 0 to 6,000.
Yeah.
If you went above that 6,000 mark, it would expand the grid. Clear DTCs. Are you sure? Yes, we are. 50 seconds.
50 seconds, so it took an extra 20 seconds to clear every ECU. Now, the only codes that have stayed in there
are HVAC, one code in HVAC, that's your heating aircon.
Yeah.
And then your body junction control module.
So let's just click on HVAC and just see what's in there and if it's any...
Click on that down arrow, it gives us system pressure.
Okay.
Tells you what the fault
if you
code
click
is without
that
actually going
question mark as well.
A question mark.
So this
takes
is
you to Google.
This is this function that I was saying about earlier, which is a lovely function actually, because whilst Google for the home mechanic probably isn't the greatest thing, in the right hands it's actually a really handy tool.
Just give you a bit more information on what the fault code is.
Absolutely, yeah.
And where to start looking.
So one of the things is a nice little function, you can just drag back and it takes you back a page. So that's our colleague singing in the background. From here you can do like a module. So this is the other module, so we will get these.
You've got scope, printer, well sorry, that's a boroscope, so it's a camera.
Yep.
And then you've got oscilloscope,
yep,
which you can connect. You've got battery tester,
which is a Bluetooth connector and the same
little printer that you can connect, and you've got TPMS control,
which is a nice little function. So that's, again, if you are just starting out, this is spot on.
Yeah, good little additions they are, definitely.
Again, so we showed it earlier.
So this is your reset service functions.
Yep.
So if we click on that,
if you just go through some of them that we've got.
You've got quite a few. These aren't necessarily what's on the vehicle.
Yep.
This is just a list of the
These are quick reset functions. So if you just want to jump in and reset a service light, for example, you can do that, or do a window calibration or a seat calibration. The store is for purchasing, obviously, components. OBD, if you want to use it, is a real quick lookup. So you just hit that button and it will just scan for a vehicle and just do an OBD search. Repair info is quite a good screen as well, Adge, if you want to show the guys. So from here you can jump straight onto Chrome. If you want to set up an email, you can use that from there. It's got things like the calculator, and as I said earlier, you've got Square, which is really handy. OBD fault code library, and again you can look up videos and stuff.
This is the Autel.
And this is the KINGBOLEN. So direct comparison for, now Aaron did have a think earlier, this on the UK market is between £300 and £330 depending on where you buy it from. This unit was,
I think, about £1,200 when we paid for it.
Okay, and that is a comparable unit. Your thoughts, Aaron?
I mean, just physically looking at it, obviously this one does have a bigger screen.
This is available in up to 10 inches as well.
Yep, so you can
have a larger unit.
This, obviously, I'm very used to. We've used it a lot.
Yep.
Over the years, and we've had previous models to it. But in direct comparison, from a user's point of view, this is just as good. It's easily just as good. It appears to, certainly on the face of it, from the amount of use that we've put in it, it's done everything that we've asked of it.
It's literally done everything we've asked of it.
In fact, I did state one day that every vehicle that I got in, it picked up the VIN on every vehicle that I got in that day.
Which is
about 5 or 6
yeah,
vehicles.
that's a pretty impressive feat, even for a high-end machine, to be able to pick up every VIN, because sometimes, like we've seen with my Mini, it doesn't matter what unit we use, it will not talk to the engine management. It just doesn't seem to like doing it.
So yeah, as I say, from a comparison point of view, I mean, I would have no problem picking that up and using it on a vehicle to diagnose fault.
And we've had this in a professional environment now with guys that are fully qualified. Their feedback was that, well, they've given no negative feedback on this unit.
No, and it seems pretty robust as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's got a really nice design, and actually I like this big ergonomic handle here. It sort of just seems to hold nicely in your hand, which I know sounds silly, but actually it does make a difference. And you've also got, these are for like your standard fixings and stuff, so you could actually put a clamp on this, so you could have a clamp on there and then you could have it clamped to something on the side of your toolbox or whatever it is to make your life that bit easier. But the KINGBOLEN K7, for me, it's an absolute no-brainer for 1/4 of the cost of the Autel. And that's not to say the Autel is a bad bit of kit at all, it is absolutely not, but for somebody just starting out or even in a professional garage,
oh, 100%. Yeah, as I say, I would use it. I would use it every day.
To the point where Aaron wants this for our workshop now. So
I'm taking it.
He's going to take it. So we might have to get another one. Yeah, really impressed. Thanks for watching, everybody. I know where my money would go.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. See you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.